Now the leaders have gone home and they have set the political tone. Here's three things you might expect in the negotiations at COP30 over the coming 2 weeks. The first thing will be about the energy transition and trying to crank that up and accelerate all of the action in relation to energy transformation. The International Energy Agency told the leaders last week that 90% of all of the new energy that came on stream globally last year was clean and renewable energy. And they also said that 70% of all of the money that was put into energy generation last year and investment like that, that was into clean and renewable energy. So they feel that they're winning on that. They feel they can do much more. They're conscious, however, that the energy consumption from coal, oil and gas is still running at 31 times higher than energy consumption from clean and renewable sources. A second big issue, a perennial issue, is going to be the whole notion of climate finance. There was a document called the Call of Bellum, published at the end of the Leaders' Summit, and it focuses on the need to restore trust, particularly among the poorer and the richer countries. Now the real issue and the whole issue about the breakdown of trust between the global north and the global south is that the poorer nations have been promised again and again and again that rich countries would provide a lot of finance for them to help them through the climate challenge, whether it's through adjustments or trying to correct some of the disasters that they've had, and the money is so slow in coming. So big focus on that. You know, if you take for instance the issue of loss and damage fund, which was promoted 3 years ago to have money to help people who are suffering the most horrendous consequences from climate disasters. There's still only a fraction of the money required in that, about 40 million. It's about 1% of what ultimately would be required. Very slow. And there's promises to have $1.3 trillion worth of finances available for climate finance. It was started last year. They've got as far as 300 million promised by 2030. How are they going to get up to 1.3 trillion? And the third big issue is implementation. The whole issue is that this is supposed to be the implementation COP. What that means is in previous negotiations, and there have been 29 of them, there's lots of promises been given, things signed up to, pledges to do this, that and the other to reduce emissions. This one is going to be less about signing up to new things and more about what have you done so far? Where are you in terms of implementing the promises that you have given? And that's going to be a key focus. The reality is that all countries are way behind on that, and all countries are going to come under pressure. There's little point in trying to get new agreements when the United States has decided to pull out, one of the biggest polluters on the planet, and they've pulled out of the Paris Climate Accord. What's the point in trying to get agreement that you're not going to get? They say, let's focus on the ones we've already given, we've already signed up to, and there's going to be big pressure on countries, including Ireland,